Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you all back again. I'm just so excited. Anytime I have to talk to you people, I have to say I'm just so excited, okay? So thank God at least the weather is getting better. We are now in spring and it's getting better to summer. So if your first time coming across my face, you're welcome. And for my returning subscribers, you're also welcome. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, today's video is all about question and answer, Q&A. Okay, you guys have asked me a lot of questions that I just thought of I should do a video of it, from how to get a visa, how to get admission into Norway, how to get applied for visa wherever you are as an international student, the cost of living as an international student. Oh my god, guys, you people have a lot of questions. So what I have done is that I just brought down all the questions to one and I have it on my phone, so I'll be reading from my phone and answering all your questions. Okay, don't mind about the order. Okay, I will just read and answer the way it is. Okay guys. Yeah, so you guys send me a lot of questions, so don't bother about the order of it. Okay, so I will read from my phone, permit me. So we will just answer everything. So if you see me looking down now, I'm looking from my phone. Okay, so now the first question we have on my list here is can I work as an international student in Norway? Yes. If you are an international student, you are permitted to work 20 hours per week. Don't work more than 20 hours. So if you work more than 20 hours, you're on a dangerous road, so you have to come back. Yeah, you are allowed to work as an international student. If you don't work, how do you earn a living? How do you live? Okay, so you are allowed to work as an international student in Norway. The second question is like, what are the requirements to study nursing in Norway? Is it free? Absolutely yes. To study nursing in Norway is free. Free. But the first requirement for you to study nursing in Norway, you must speak the language, that is Norwegian. If you can't speak Norwegian, there is no way you'll be able to study. And you need to have a that is what is called American test. You need to have passed both written, listening, writing, and orals. You need to have passed in all the four part before you are qualified to study nursing in Norway. Before you can study in Norway. So then you can then they can also check about your requirement, where you study, your credentials, all those things. But firstly, if you even meet up all the requirement and you don't meet up the language requirement, there's no way you'll be admitted in any nursing university in Norway, in Oslo. So you need that test, that Norwegian test. Both as even a national student. If you are a national student too and you want to study nursing in Norway, you need to have paid too. Okay. Next question. Are there Bible school in Norway? If yes, how long? Duration? Is it also free? My Christian people. Yes, there are Bible schools in Norway. If you want to study Bible, you want to grow in your knowledge about God, you want to grow in your faith, yes, there are Bible schools that you can study in Norway. There are Bible schools for 1 year, there are for 3 years, there are for 2 years. It just depends on what you want to study and how long you intend to be in Norway. And no, the Bible schools are not free. It is not free because they are not government schools or institutions, no, but they are approved, so you can get a visa to study in any of the Bible schools in Norway. And the fees, the tuition fee per semester should be approximately 1,000 US dollars. It could be more, it could be less, but that is the range. Okay, so it's not free. If you have to study Bible, you want to grow in your faith, you want to know about God, you want to everything, you can study, but be assured that it's not free. You have to pay for it, and it costs 1,000 US dollars per semester. So if you have to take like 3 years, then you have to calculate that. If you have to take a year, then you have to calculate per semester. So it's not free, but you can study. Okay. The next question is please, do they give post-study job permit? Yes. if you are done with your study, no matter the duration, be it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, if you are done, you have a year visa that you apply for, and they can give you 1 year to study, to search for a job. Okay, so you have 1 year to search for a job, and within that 1 year, if you can't find a job in related to what you've studied, then you have to go. But if you find something related to what you study, then you can apply for a skilled worker visa now. So after your studies, you still have another opportunity to get a job around. Okay, yes, so they do give it. The next question is, which universities can you recommend, and what courses? Which courses? Universities, there are so many universities in Norway, in Oslo, Bergen. There are so many of them. I can't really recommend any. It depends on what you want to study. You get it? If you want to study business administration, finance, banking, whatever, international relations, it depends on where you want to study, your dream career, and the university you have in mind. Okay, there are so many universities. There's University of Oslo, there's University of Bergen, there's University of Stavanger, Trondheim, Tromsø, so many. Okay, just go online and you can search, then you see their requirement. Then, and okay, I will tell you this. Okay, if you want to study and you have your dream course, there are some courses that they are your dream course. You want to study these courses by fire by force, and you want to apply, and you fear rejection like I do. What I will advise is that apply in so many different universities, so that you have a chance or a possibility of you getting approved for any of these courses, or any of your dream course that you want to study. Because sometimes when applying, you have three choices to make. You might not get admitted for the first choice. Second, you might be approved, you might get a spot maybe in your third choice, and that might not be good. Sometimes the third choices are always like, let me just put this one, let me just put this one. I don't know if they will give me for this, and at the end of the day, you find yourself having a spot in it. So you have to apply in different universities, so that you can get a chance of you studying your dream course, whatever you want to study. You get it? So I can't really recommend, except what depend on what you want to study as a person. Okay. Then next question is, when does admission for international student begin? Normally admission always start in October, early October, and some ends December, 15 December, 1st December, 1st January, 15 February. Yeah, but I think it doesn't go above 15 February. It just depends on the university. Some 1st December they are over. So that is when admission always begin. If you have to study in Norway, you have to start planning earlier than before. You get it? So that you'll be able to meet the deadline if you are international student. For national student, like those who don't need a visa to live in Norway to study, they have more time. Like sometimes they ends in March or April. So, but if you need a visa to come, because you have to apply, they have to approve your admission, give you the admission letter, other requirement, then you apply for your visa. So they know it will take some time. That is why it always end. Maybe the latest should be in 1st of February, 1st 15 February for international student. So that is when admission always end. Okay. The next question is what are the basic requirements for admission? The basic requirement, I don't know what you want to study. Okay, if you want to study which course, whatever. Firstly, that I know the two requirements that you must have before you start any admission process. You must have the English language proof. Okay, language proficiency, you must have it. And secondly, you must have your passport ready with you. So I know those are the two basic requirements that you need to apply in any university if you want to. So you need to have that ready with you, because Norway speak their own language. They have like Norwegian and English. So if you have to study in any English university, you have to prove that you can speak English. So then they need that English language proficiency. There are some countries where they don't need it, but some of the universities will require you to have it, and your passport to upload your identity. So those are the two basic requirements I know they always ask for. Okay, the next question is how much is the financial requirement for the visa okay, is it one time or yearly? Okay, now I got the question. It's like this person is trying to, the person wants to know how much it takes, like the bank statement, for you to get a visa. Okay, for you to get a visa, you need a bank statement first. You need to have this bank statement, and this bank statement, the money that they always require varies each year. The money changes each year. It increases. It always increases. Never ever had a reduction. I've never seen a reduction. It keep increases. So then but I know for now it ranges between 13,000 US dollars to 15,000 US dollars. Yes, that is the range. So, and this money, you have to show this money each year to renew your visa. Each year, you need to show this money in your bank account. Okay, and when you get a visa, like when you apply, you need to show this money, and this money is not like in your bank. The money is to be sent in their account. Okay, the school creates you a bank, an account where all the international students send money to that account. It's not like it's their money. They send it so that they are sure you have a money to sustain yourself when you get to Norway. So, but the money is yours. So when you come, you can open your bank account, then you go to school and you ask the money to be transferred to you. So you get the money. It's not like your personal bank that you just go and print your personal bank statement and you send to them. No, this money has to be sent to them. Sent to them. Okay. So nothing like cheating or whatever. They send it to them. Okay, the next question is like, how do you get an accommodation? Good and fine, because accommodation is also one of the requirements that you need. You need accommodation to apply for a visa. Okay, and for you to get accommodation, if I don't know about all that, like if you are in Oslo, they have the organization called sio, that is sio.no. Okay, check everything in the description box. I'll put even the link to this, the description box, sio.no. You have to go to their website, apply for a student accommodation, student housing. You can get approved. Then when you get approved, you sign the contract, you pay the deposit, then they will give you this paper that you need to attach to other documents that you can apply for your visa. Okay, then you can apply for your visa. So yes, that is it. Okay, you can get accommodation. But then if you have a relative or if you have friends that live here, they can also give you their contract, the housing contract, for you to apply for that. You stay with them. You understand? So it doesn't necessarily mean like, so if you have a friend, maybe you have a friend, because I know there are so many people who wants to come and study in Norway. They don't know anybody, so they go online and they try to make friends with those that are here already, so that maybe when they want to come, it's easier for them to get that accommodation, all those kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, the next question is how long does it take to be approved for the visa and admission? Okay, now for the admission, when you apply for studies, from after the deadline has passed, that is when they start to process all the application. Okay, they don't start processing the application before the deadline. After the deadline, then they start. And after the deadline, definitely they will, within a month or two, at most two, they will send you a letter if you have been given a spot to study in the university or not. So that is what they do. So they will either send you a letter to show or anything so that you know you have a spot or not. So approximately 2 months. And for the visa, when you apply for the visa also, I know it takes like 2 months approximately for them to either approve or reject. I know nobody wants to hear about rejection. Nobody always wants to hear about rejection. So it takes approximately like 2 months for you to be for them to approve your visa or not. I think so, depending on where you are coming from, because I don't know where you apply, where you are coming from. So some people it take less, some it take more time. Some, if they need to interview you, if maybe you need to travel there. So but I know approximately 2 months. Okay, the next question, can I move to Norway with my family? Of course, You can move to Norway with your family, but um it will be so hectic for you. Okay, I won't lie to you. I will tell you the truth. If you are approved or if you are given a mission to come and study in Norway and you think of moving with your family to Norway, my dear, it will be so difficult. Okay, what I see people like to do or people always try to do is that you come first, then you apply for a single visa. You come first. When you come first, then you can send for your family to come. Okay, yeah, but for you to move all with your family at once is difficult. I'm telling you, you might not get a visa for all of you. So it's always good you come first, then you can send for your wife or your husband or your kid to come join you in Norway. So you can move to Norway with your family. Okay, but though not at once, but you can. We'll finish today. Okay, we'll finish. Oh. The next question is like, how often do you renew your student visa? Okay, I said this already. A year, every year, yearly. You have to renew your student visa yearly. And let me tell you, the tricky part of it is that when you renew your student visa, you need a progressive report from school. Without this progressive report from school, there is no way UDI will renew your visa because you have to show or prove to them that you've been going to school. Okay, so if you have to go to school, then you have to also show that. Okay, so don't like there's nothing like you just come, maybe you go to school today, no tomorrow, no, then you won't get the progressive report from the university to take there because it's the university that gives you that progressive report to take to the to take to UDI to renew your visa. And your performance also do matter. Okay, your performance also do matter, so you have to study hard so that at least it shows that you are studying and you know what you are here for. Okay, because there are some people that you go to renew and you might be sent back home. Yeah, UDI might reject your renewal, they might reject your application and they ask you to go back home. There are so many people who UDI reject and ask them, sorry, you have to go back home, maybe because you failed 1 or 2 courses, 3 courses. You understand? Yeah, so you have to make sure you study hard. Okay, the next question is do you need to apply for work visa in order to work as an international student? Oh wow, good question. No, you don't need to. The visa you receive also permits you to work automatically. You don't need, because I know like there are some countries where you need to apply for a working visa separately from the student visa. I know, but in Norway you don't need to. Once you have your visa approved, then you can work with that visa in Norway, provided you have the D number, you have your bank state, you have a bank account, everything, then you can work. Okay, you don't need another visa in addition to the student visa. No, the student visa alone gives you the chance to work as an international student. Okay, even as, yes, I think so. The next question is can I come for an exchange program in Norway as a student, and am I allowed to work? Yes, you can come to Norway as an exchange student. People do come per semester. You can come, you study, you go back. Yeah, depending on if your school has maybe an agreement with any university in Norway. Yes, you can come as an international student, but the sad news is that you can't work as an international as an exchange student. You can't work in Norway as an exchange student. Okay, but you can come as an exchange student. So I hope I answered that. And the next question is the next but not the last. Can I invite my parents to Norway if I'm a student? Yes, you can. You can invite anybody in Norway if you're a student, provided you meet that financial requirement. You know, before you invite anybody in Norway, let me tell you, there is a requirement like money they need for you to show that you can take care of this person you are invited. You get it? So if you don't have that money, there's no way you can invite that person. But as long as you have the money, you can invite your siblings, your parents, you know, your wife, husband, children, kids. You can invite them to Norway as long as you have your money to prove that. Okay, yeah, I think so. So that is the end of the question. Okay, yeah, but before we end this video, I just want to let you know that all the information I have given you, or I have said, or what I have said, is what I know. Okay, but then you have to also do your own research. Don't rely on whatever we say on social media or I said on social media. Don't rely based on that information. Okay, do your research. Okay, try to do your research, and I will link, check the description board. I will put the UDI website and the SEO website for the student accommodation in the description box so that you can check them out. Okay, but do your research. Okay, do your research. Don't say anybody misled you. Do your research. It's good for you to do your research so that you know what exactly you are doing. Okay, and if you are tied somewhere, then you can ask, because everything is online. That is a good thing I love about the system in Norway, not just in Norway, in Europe. Every information is online, but the truth is that we don't read. We just want people to come and tell us, like, as I'm saying like this. Okay, but you also have to read to do your own part. Okay, guys, I hope maybe I answer all your questions. And if you love my video, if you love it, and you've been watching me so far to this point and you haven't subscribed, what have I done now? Okay, so do share, like, and subscribe. Then I will see you again in my next video, and thanks for watching. Okay, I love you all. Bye bye.